hello, and welcome to another thrilling episode of Hollywood Kitchen Gab. Tonight on the show, we'll be speaking with the one and only Golden Globe winning Michael Grasso. He's fresh off the set of the adaptation to the screen of Bram Stoker's classic Dracula. Portraying Dr. Seward, I'm going to ask him a couple questions related to his character. So, without further ado, help me welcome to the stage, Michael Grasso. How you doing, Michael? It's good to see you. Good to see you. So, first question I want to ask you is, when you were developing your character, how did it feel that Lucy chose Arthur over you?
You know, I was distraught, but at least I know Arthur is a good guy, and it really got me focused on my work.
Okay. Speaking of your work, being a doctor, first off, I just want to congratulate you. I really thought that your journals were more than what I had expected.
Thank you.
Being a medical man, I expected them to be more analytical, but because of your loss for Lucy, I really saw some passion in them, and I wanted to congratulate you. I thought that was good work. But speaking of your work itself, am I correct that you had a sort of favorite patient?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, and that was a Mr. Reinfield, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Could you tell me a little bit about him, please?
He was an interesting specimen. So intrigued with death and power. You know, he really had us on our toes.
Okay. Alright. He escaped a couple times, didn't he? Yeah. That was an interesting part. Anyway, I have another question concerning Lucy. It's going to be a running theme tonight, folks. Lucy was a big part of his character, no doubt.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, when she started to get ill, which we now know was caused by Dracula, how did that feel? Did you ever sort of lose hope?
No, I didn't lose hope. I really thought that the second transfusion would help, but when it didn't.
I know it's hard. Being an actor myself, we go through these things, we put ourselves in these emotions, and all we get back are trophies and millions of dollars.
It's tough.
Who knew it was this hard of a life? It's going to bring me to my final question, though. After the death of Lucy, and after the appearance of Dracula sucking Mina's blood, the Crew of Lights was established, correct?
Yes.
Now, could you tell me a little bit about your mission to kill Dracula?
Yes, the Crew of Light were really determined to get him. I was sort of motivated by what happened to Lucy, and I mean, we just did what we had to do.
Alright. Thank you very much. And I just want to say that the ending scene with you guys getting him on the porch of his castle really got to me. I want to thank you for the interview, and congratulations on the Golden Globe.
Thank you.
You have yourself a nice day. Up next, we have another man who also starred in Bram Stoker's adaptation of Dracula. This time, we'll be bringing Mike Shannon onto the stage, who portrayed none other than Dracula himself. Let's hope he doesn't feel hungry tonight. Now a word from our sponsors. Thank you so much. If you get hungry tonight, if you seek an orc-sized bite, one that even the most powerful ring of all could not fall, call Hunan Garden 732-270-1105. Your dreams may just come alive. Welcome back to Hollywood Kitchen Gab. I'm Andrew Birak, and I'm about to present to you Academy Award winning Mike Shannon. Can we get a round of applause for Mike Shannon, please? Woo! All right, how you doing, Mike?
How are you, man?
It's good to see you again. All right. Did you have fun on set, by the way?
Oh, yeah, it was
I
a
could
great
imagine.
time.
What was it like working with the young Grasso?
Oh, he's a great guy. He's awesome.
All right. Well, my first question to you is, how old are you?
Oh, I'm too old, Andrew. Way too old.
So, then I'm gonna bring you back to your character, okay? You had everything for you in Transylvania. You were a count. Nobody was gonna say anything to you. They were all too religious and too afraid. Why make the journey to England? Why take the risk?
Well, to be honest, in Transylvania, it got really boring. At that point, I'd killed a lot of people, and there was not enough people to kill. So I wanted to go to England.
Very straightforward, folks. He just didn't have enough people to kill. Monsters make me sick. So that brings me to my next question. The beautiful Miss Lucy, portrayed by Emma Watson. Tune in next week to hear her interview. Tell me about her.
Well, Lucy was awesome. She was beautiful inside and out, but not. Her part was way better than her appearance.
That's awesome. Now, do you feel guilty at all?
Well, not really. I mean, when you're immortal, there's not much to do.
Okay. So, would it be fair to say that you rather enjoyed keeping women around as vampires?
Absolutely. It had its ups and downs, you know.
Okay.
But overall, it was a great time.
You know, most men would challenge that. I mean, I don't know too many men that would want to spend an eternity with, what, 3 women in their castle?
Oh yeah.
That sounds like a nightmare to me. Alright, so my final questions for you are related to your death. The Crew of Light, it was called. They come, they get you, Van Helsing's in it. You know, he's a famed monster hunter. They get you right at your doorstep, which I thought, I know it's upsetting for you, but I thought it was brilliantly played out. I thought that the cinematography of the scene was exactly the reason why you won Best Motion Picture. Now, do you have any comments as to how you felt, or if you felt any irony that you should die at your castle?
Oh, definitely irony, probably the biggest, because in Transylvania at that castle that's kind of where it all started. You know, that's
Right.
where that's a lot of other people died there, so it's kind of like, you know, you died where you started, and I branched out from there. So it was pretty moving too, that whole scene. So the biggest monster pretty much in the world at that time died.
It's true, this is true. Now, you've been walking the earth for so long. Alright, so long, folks. And your soul was free. Is there any feeling of relief in this?
Well, if you look at it as the character Dracula has been alive for so many years that it was bittersweet when he died, because you know he was alive for all this time. That was awesome, but at the same time he's free. You know, he doesn't have to deal with anything anymore. He's finally gotten to the point of death.
Thank you very much, Mike. It's always a pleasure. I look forward to seeing you next time.
Absolutely.
Alright. Mike Shannon. That concludes this episode of Hollywood Kitchen Gab. I'm Andrew Burek. Tune in next week.